Elephants today are found in parts of Asia and Africa, including Sri Lanka, which is home to approximately 10% of the world's surviving elephant population. There are 4 different types of Asian elephant still alive today, of which one is to be found here on the small miracle that is Sri Lanka.
Welcome to the beautiful Indian Ocean island of Sri Lanka, which is less than 11 hours direct flying time from London, thanks to Sri Lankan Airlines' speedy non-stop service. I'm Akara Heart, and I'm delighted to be joined by the well-known writer and broadcaster David Alderton, whose books about animals have sold millions of copies worldwide and won various awards. We've arrived at the stunning Diabhuvla Art and Jungle Hideaway, spending time with the inspirational artist and architect, Laki, to gain deeper insight into the background of this unique property.
This is so beautiful here, though. I mean, what was it like this when you came here?
No, my dear, now let me think. When I came here, it was 71. There was hardly anyone around. This place was what you would call a slash and burn piece of land, where there was no trees at all, hardly any. Well, working with Jeffrey Bauer was always interesting, because first of all, he had very large spaces. His buildings were generally like him, they were large.
Yes. It's time to leave this beautiful property for now and to head out to the Minneriya National Park to see some elephants. When you drive into the Minneriya National Park, you're on dirt roads, and those are bumpy to start with, and then they go up and down even more.
Driving through the park, you will spot many creatures. Among those we saw parakeets, water buffalo, marabou storks, bee-eaters, peacocks, various eagles and monkeys. And it was exciting to observe what seemed to be our first elephant swimming alone in the centre of the lake.
As we headed further into the park, having seen the swimming elephant, we were then stunned by the number of other elephants that lay ahead of us. Also, though, in our path were a number of other jeeps. Luckily, however, our driver managed to get around those and got us into a position where we had some superb views of the elephants, whether it was the adults or the babies or even the occasional male that was in among the group. And huge numbers were there. I mean, we were talking hundreds of elephants that we saw, which was a most stunning sight, something that you wouldn't actually see anywhere else in Asia, let alone anywhere else in the world. I mean, the elephants are so important to the landscape here. I mean, people come to see the elephants and it's great. I mean, there's so many jeeps around us. But the thing is, ultimately, they're keeping this
maintaining
habitat
the land,
as it stands, because their dung's going onto the ground, beetles and other invertebrates are eating the dung, and then that's providing food for the other larger predators like the birds and reptiles. And so there's a whole cycle of life here. The whole ecosystem is functioning
and thriving.
Thanks to the presence of the elephants. Have you seen the baby? That one's very, very young.
Oh,
look,
my goodness.
Look. He's not fully coordinated yet.
He's adorable.
There's another youngster over the back there as well. Look how his mum's steering him and helping him along. Look, the gentle knee to keep him up. The trunk, again, it's the trunk that's being used as a hand to steer. And notice also how he's being chaperoned by the other females there. They're keeping him central, because this is the stage at which young elephants are particularly vulnerable to attacks by leopard. They learn from other members of the group. It's very much, baby is very much part of the group. Whoops, down we go again. Is he going to get a helping trunk? No, life is cruel. Sometimes you've got to get out by yourself. Look at the scythe-like motion of the trunks as they're grabbing the grass.
Yeah, they almost spiral.
The Asian elephants feed in a different way to the African elephant because they only have one sort of lip, if you like, at the end of the trunk, whereas the African elephants have two, so it makes it easier for them to grip. Whereas the Asians don't have that facility, so they have to sort of pull. Each of these will probably need about 170 kilos of food a day, maybe 150, 170.
And what about the baby? How much would the baby?
Well, the baby's going to be suckling still, so
Okay.
that's not going to be a problem.
He's trying to get the grass, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, that's how they learn and explore and
his
test.
trunk.
I mean, they're eating about 200 plants probably in this sort of environment.
Yeah,
For
of
them,
course.
it's a hard battle, but they've got to get here to get the water.
Oh, thank goodness this is incredible, huge, expansive lake.
Yes,
there for them.
yes.
They'll surely get through quite a lot of that in the dry season.
That's right. The dry season here from July to September, and also the time of day is important because they tend to come out in the afternoon, late afternoon, and feed through now until the early evening till it gets dusk.
There's quite a few babies.
Yeah, that's right. It's great to see. I mean, it's a sign of a healthy population.
You can see why they've been such a worship symbol for millennia.
That's absolutely right.
just
And they're still with us. And
something
we've got to do our bit to keep them. Everyone on the planet has a responsibility. We're part of this ecosystem.
Yeah, it's remembering that.
It is
as the
remembering
elephants
that.
remember everything.
Yeah, absolutely. As Akara and I looked on, so the elephants began retreating back to their forest home, bringing our elephant encounters to a close.